Back to school is right around the corner, and it is filled with uncertainties. Due to the increasing number of COVID-19 cases, we need to work together to eliminate the spread so our children can get back to some form of normalcy with face-to-face learning. Let us wear our masks, sanitize, and practice social distancing. If you're showing signs of having contracted the virus, then isolate yourself and quarantine. It is better to be safe than sorry. Also, don't forget getting vaccinated is still an option that you need to consider. We need to get back to focusing on our Vision 2030 goal, and we can't do it without your help. Do the right thing. Welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Stay tuned as we turn the pages of another informative show.
Do you own land and need a title? Well, the National Land Agency NLA can help. Through the systematic land registration process, the NLA will assist residents to get titles in declared project areas across Jamaica. Systematic land registration is the methodical and orderly registration of parcels of land in a designated area known as systematic adjudication area. For further information on the systematic land registration process, including declared systematic adjudication areas, who can apply and the benefits, visit the National Land Agency's website at www.nla.gov.jm or email asknla@nla.gov.jm. The National Land Agency, one goal.
Up next on Get the Facts, we'll find out more about another government-led initiative.
Welcome to Get the Facts. This is the program that provides you with information on government's policies and initiatives. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. I'm sitting in for Enthros Campbell. Today we'll be talking about money, wealth creation, as well as the Ministry of Finance and Public Services staging of its inaugural Wealth Summit, which is going to happen next week, Wednesday. That's August 18. We have with us Ms. Shelly-Ann Weeks, and she's Director of Corporate Communication and Public Relations, I have to get that right, at the Ministry of Finance and Public Service. You're joining us for this discussion on wealth creation and the event itself.
Correct.
Happy to have you. We also are going to have Ms. Melissa Golden, who is a financial and insurance advisor at Law Insurance Brokers, and she's going to be joining us later. Welcome to both our guests. Thanks for joining us. We begin with Ms. Weeks.
Yes, and I thank you so much for having me, and I'm very happy to be here today.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so inaugural staging. Now, if I understand the word inaugural, that means first time.
First time.
We're doing this summit on wealth creation for the first time.
Yes.
Why now?
Well, come on. Why not now?
Yeah, true.
I mean, in case you haven't heard,
Yeah.
we are smack dab in the middle of a global pandemic. And I don't care what your status was pre-COVID,
Yes,
everybody felt it in their pockets.
that's true, that's true.
All of the rainy day funds are dry or dampish. So we really have to help Jamaicans to find some sort of way to bounce back. And that was the thought behind the Wealth Summit.
You said Jamaicans,
Jamaicans, yes.
so not rich people.
No, hey, rich people feel it, don't feel no way, But
Right.
we're not focusing on rich people for this particular thing.
All
Even though the
Jamaicans.
name says Wealth Summit.
Yes.
We want to hone in on the people whose rainy day fund dry, who never had a rainy day fund to begin with. The people who would like to create some sort of financial security. That is who we really are interested in ensuring that, number one, they understand that wealth is accessible. Wealth is not just something for a select few.
Right.
Wealth is something that you can get. So that's the first thing.
Yes.
The second thing is we want to help people to take advantage of the opportunities that are available. Because sometimes it's not because somebody don't want to do something,
They don't
They
know.
don't understand. They don't know. They don't have the details. They probably hear a little bit about it, but they're not quite sure how to even access it. And the next thing that we want to do is to help Jamaicans know that you have some great talent. Come on, man. Jamaicans are talented people.
That's
We
true,
know
that's
this.
true, that's true.
And you can use that to create some income.
Right.
You can actually turn your talent into some sort of way to make some money.
Right.
And so we want to use this forum to help you know how to do that, to give you practical, useful, easily applied tips and functions that you can use to take you from where you are to somewhere better. And that is the purpose of this whole exercise.
So you mentioned practical.
Practical.
Applicable.
Yes.
I should be able to lead. So we're going to come back and talk.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that a
Yes.
little bit more. But I wanted you to zoom in now on, is there an economic reason to drive wealth creation amongst all Jamaicans?
Oh, come on, man. Of course there is. I mean, listen, the Ministry of Finance, as the name suggests, has our economic interests at heart.
Yeah.
It is our job to make sure that we instill policies and we have a direction that takes Jamaica into a better place. And we understand that this is something that is going to affect all Jamaicans. We work for Jamaica. So if Jamaica works, if Jamaicans make money, the government can make money. If Jamaicans is economically prosperous, if they're financially secure, Jamaica can benefit from that as a whole. So of course it is in our interest to help to make that a possibility, especially for Jamaicans who just feel that, listen, I am not talking about this wealth business. I don't even know what that means. I miss some wealthy people and I can't be like them and them have some nice car and those things are
That
out
can't
of
be
my
me.
reach.
Yes.
That can't be me. And that is what I want to tell you. Incorrect. It absolutely can be you. But we also want you to understand that some of the reasons why some of us as Jamaicans have such a hard time achieving wealth or even achieving some of our basic goals is because we have some bad habits, right? And we are going to get some of this. We're going to understand how we can deal with some of the bad habits that we have, especially when it comes to money,
Right.
in the Wealth Summit.
Got you.
We're going to address some of those.
Got you.
Yes.
So you've mentioned that the summit is for everybody.
Correct.
And I want to talk some more about the event. So
Yes.
we've dealt with the drive. So we know the when, August 18.
August
Wednesday.
18, correct.
Tell us a bit more about the time, the where, who is presenting, what are some of the topics that we'll be covering?
course.
You can just go through that.
Of course. Well, the first thing I want people to understand is that we are in COVID time, and I call it a gift.
Yes.
The gift of COVID is that it has taught us how to do things virtually.
True.
So this is a virtual summit,
Okay.
right? And you know,
Purely virtual.
It is a strictly virtual summit. You know, we have to observe the protocols, and so we can't have any gatherings of large crowds now.
Right,
But that is fine. We have the tools, so it is a virtual summit, and we are going to ensure that it is free. So on the ministry,
Say that again for us, please.
free. You don't have to pay for it. Only thing you have to pay is attention.
All right.
So on the Ministry of Finance's Facebook page and YouTube channels and the Jamaica Information Services Facebook page and YouTube channel, yes, you'll be able to watch the entire virtual summit. And of course, we can't do this on our own. It is spearheaded by the Ministry of Finance, but it's a partnership with the private sector as well.
Right, right.
Because we understand that we have to work together in order to achieve this. So the persons that we have presenting are experts in their field in private sector, and we have them presenting on different things. I'm especially proud to let you know that we are going to help some people help you, right? And let me tell you about the first person who's going to help you. We have Dr. Lewis from the Bank of Jamaica, and he's going to help you talk about and figure out your credit. He's going to talk about credit management.
Credit keeping a Jamaica.
Credit. Yes, sir. Come on, man. You know, you have some people right now have some proper credit card bill and loan and them
Yes,
there
yes,
and them
yes.
and them holding them head and they say, Lord, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
You have some young people who want to get a mortgage one day. You have some persons who just want to fix up their finances, and credit is a part of that conversation. So he's going to help you with that. We have David Geddes from the Financial Services Commission, and he's going to help us help you understand what you can do to save money for the next rainy day. Because understand, even though storms still a keep, COVID is going on,
Right.
some of our rainy day funds have dried up, we still have to try to save something because
Very true.
you know how life is, unpredictable, right? And of course, we have our esteemed colleague from the Jamaica Stock Exchange, Mr. Michael Johnson. He's going to tell us about stocks and trading and all of that. And I'm really excited about him because, listen, a lot of people hear about stock and think stock is a rich people thing.
Right.
They think about, say, if you don't have a whole heap of money, you can't buy stock.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely going to fix your thoughts on that and help you find out how you can invest in stocks. It's a thing, right? Then, of course, this is one person that I'm really excited about. She's going to tell you how to use your phone, your devices. A lot of us have a lot of these nice things walking up and down, which cost a lot of money.
But just using them.
But you can use it and make money.
Right.
You can earn on the internet to your phone. So she's going to help to walk you through that process. Hear me say practical?
Yes.
Walk you through the process. By the time you finish, you're going to go on your phone and start make some money.
Because I was going to ask about some of the benefits that people get, but based on the presentations and the presenters, the benefits have made themselves relatively clear.
Well, there you go. Yes.
I will learn some of the basics of wealth creation. I should be able to walk away and have an action plan.
There you go. That's exactly the intention, right? And this person is going to tell you something that all of us should know, but we never learn it, is how to get the best bang for our budget. So she's going to tell you how to take the money that you already have and make better use of it. Some of those bad habits that I spoke about earlier, oh yes, she's going to help you to prioritize and put what you really do need to put in your budget and stick to your budget, right?
Understood.
And of course, we are going to have Mr. Sheldon Christian from the First Heritage Cooperative Credit Union. He's going to tell us about bargains that make a difference. How much time you see a sale or a bargain and you ignore it?
All the time.
Okay, so what if you were supposed to take advantage of it? It all adds up. 10% here, 20% here. You might have a savings plan. How much do we have money in a savings account right now just there?
No interest.
Not now go on with it. It's just there. And you have some financial institutions that like to charge you. You just paying charges. But you're not earning anything. Right? So he's going to help you to make use of some of that money and make it go to work.
You know, I know that our guests, as you are watching, as you are listening to what's coming up, I know that you are beginning to see that these aren't things that are out of my reach.
No.
These are things that I can do even tomorrow. And we're going to go to our break now, but I just wanted to ask you one more thing. How can those who attend participate? Is there any method for feedback?
Thank you for that. We are definitely going to encourage that. Because it is on social media, you have the comment section. We're going to have somebody who's going to pay close attention to the comment section. So you can definitely go on and make your comment because we're going to feed the questions to the presenters in the panel discussion from the comment section. So when you're watching, any question that you have, feel free to put it in and we will definitely field your question because we want to ensure that the person who is watching find the information not only practical, but they are going to use it. And if they want clarity, we will give it to them.
Understood. You're watching Get the Facts. We're getting the facts about money, wealth creation, and the Ministry of Finance and Public Services Wealth Summit happening on August 18. Please stay with us. We return with one of our presenters to give us some practical advice on being wealthy.
Hurricanes can strike at any time. In the event of one, be prepared to act quickly. If a hurricane watch or warning has been issued, review your home disaster response plan. Map out likely routes to evacuate if your home is at risk and confirm with relatives or friends you plan to stay with. Also, confirm the location of the nearest shelter. Check your emergency supplies and restock if necessary. Remember, disasters do happen, so be prepared.
Welcome back to Get the Facts. We have been talking about wealth creation and the Ministry of Finance and Public Services Wealth Summit coming up on August 18. Before the break, we had Ms. Shelly-Ann Weeks, Director of Corporate Communication and Public Relations at the Ministry of Finance and Public Service. Now joining us on set is a financial advisor and insurance advisor, Ms. Melissa Golden. We mentioned her at the start of the show, but what we didn't say is that she's also one of the presenters for the Wealth Summit.
Yes.
Lady Golden, nice to have you here. All right, let's jump right into it. Many people say it's too hard to create wealth. Wealth is a thing other people have. I'm just trying to get a dollar here. Is that true?
Well, wealth is accessible and everybody can create wealth. It just depends on what are your goals.
Right.
What are your priorities? Are you willing to make the necessary steps that it takes to create wealth?
Ah.
So it depends on you, the individual. You're the only person that's holding yourself back.
Ah. So does that then come down to financial literacy?
Yes,
What
it
do I
does.
know
Yes, it does.
about making wealth?
Yes, it does. And I think financial literacy is very, very important, and that is one of my main focus.
Yes.
To get as many Jamaicans as possible, to educate them, to equip you with the knowledge and the skills that you need to better manage your money. Because we're not managing our money effectively. A lot of persons making money, when I sit with persons and we go through their income, they're making a lot of money.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that money? They don't know.
You're calling me out. You're calling me out. But what about, I just want to be sure, Ms. Weeks covered this. So you're saying that wealth creation, it's about managing what you make, not necessarily how much you make.
Yes, it is.
Because if I'm not making a lot of money, there's a chance for me too.
Oh gosh, there's chance for everybody, because a lot of persons think that you have to start big. Start where you are and you'll grow from there. So if you have $500, start with $500.
Right.
That is where you are.
Right.
Learn how to use money. Learn how money works. Learn how to invest. How can I grow my money? What can I do with this $500 that will benefit me in the future?
Got you. And you're leading me exactly where we wanted to go. You mentioned invest. How can I grow my money?
Right.
I know there are a lot of financial instruments that we hear about sometimes, and people are like, I don't understand that. But what are some of the basic tools that people can take advantage of to begin wealth creation?
Well, and this is one of the good things about the Wealth Summit. And I'll encourage every Jamaican, when you get a call from a financial advisor or an investment advisor, take the call, learn something.
All right.
You can always benefit from a conversation. This is how you learn, right? So the summit is really to give you the tools. We're going to give you some tips, some practical tips that every Jamaican can use to help you create that wealth.
Ms. Weeks mentioned savings accounts. No interest, but it's just there. We wanted to touch on a question about what sort of person can create wealth. But it's coming out to me, and I hope you who are watching and listening that you're seeing that it's not about being special.
No, it's not.
Or having gone to the best schools. It's about putting your goals first, knowing what they are.
Right.
And getting the tools.
And it's use your smart device. Learn about, read up on financial literacy.
Yeah.
Try to learn how money works. Try to learn how, equip yourself so you can know, okay, I'm going to the bank. Is this type of savings account for me? What are the interests I have to pay on the savings account?
Right.
I'm taking out a loan. Do I stop at the first place? What are the interests? Do I go to somewhere else? Let me compare the interest rates. What are you giving me? Okay, I'm giving you my money to save. What am I getting back from it? So we now have to put ourselves in a frame of mind and when to say that, okay, when I'm spending my hard-earned money, I want to know what I am getting from it. You are using my money. What do I get in return?
Fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough. Hey, this is free wealth building advice. You know what else is free? The Wealth Summit on August 18, and Miss Golden has given us quite a bit of information, but she has only given us the tip of the iceberg. And you definitely want to be there on your smart device, which she just mentioned, to take part in the Wealth Summit. We're running out of time. I know we're running out of time. You mentioned getting a call from a financial advisor, but I'd like you to give us just a final wrap-up of what we can expect and how we should think about wealth going into this Wealth Summit.
Just think that I can achieve wealth. What are my goals? What are my priorities?
Yeah.
What are the steps that I'm going to take to achieve this wealth? what is now going to be my mindset? Am I going to spend my money for others, or am I going to spend it for myself? Because a lot of people are spending money they don't have to impress other people, people they don't even know.
Right.
So now we have to focus on us. We have to focus on building a better future for us and our children.
And as Miss Meeks mentioned, Miss Weeks, I'm sorry, let me get it right. As Miss Weeks mentioned earlier, if we all generate wealth, then Jamaica cannot help but rise.
Can be a better place.
Yes.
Can be a better place.
And I'm sure we are all looking forward to that. You know, if you think about it, based on what we have discussed during this program, if you think about it, it's not difficult to create, grow, and maintain wealth. But you are all invited to be at the Wealth Summit put on by the Ministry of Finance and Public Service. We would love to talk more about this. I know you have your questions out there, but you have to reserve them until the event itself. You can get more information by joining the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service next week. I've been saying it, Ms. Weeks has said it, Ms. Golden has said it. You have gotten the facts now. Now it's time to take some steps. This has been Get the Facts. Until next time, when Get the Facts brings to you, as always, more important information, I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching, and do take care.
The following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
When your turn comes for the vaccine, please take the vaccine. It is absolutely important. For those who have hesitancy and fear, and all of that is legitimate, it's healthy. But I believe we have seen the vaccine at work. We know what the risks are. There are no riskless activities in life. We urge you to participate in the national program and get vaccinated.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
With the increase in COVID-19 cases, there are uncertainties regarding the reopening of school. No final decisions have been taken, but the Education Ministry has already indicated that it is likely to at least include some, if not all, online learning. With that in mind, here are some tips for coping with a virtual learning system.
It's now been our reality for over a year. In-person learning replaced by online engagement. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to affect how we interface, students are learning to adapt to this new era of education. Many are coping well, but some simply have not. In today's feature, we will highlight how 12-year-old Thean Nango is helping her schoolmates cope with online learning. Thean is a grade 7 student at the Denby High School in Clarendon. She recently came to the aid of her schoolmates after creating a video to help them cope with virtual classes.
I noticed that some of my students were coping while majority of my students were not coping so well. So I decided to ask the ones who are coping to share their strategy. And Thean Nango was the most outstanding one.
In her roughly 1 minute and 20 seconds video, Thean can be seen outlining to her classmates the steps she takes to prepare for online class.
Well, for me, I prepare for online class by waking up early in the mornings, about 5 a.m. I do my chores, practice proper hygiene, and eat a balanced diet. And I also get ready for my class at 8 a.m.
She then goes further to list 9 tips they can use to have a successful virtual session.
9 tips you can do to have a fun and educational online class. Number 1, practice time management. Number 2, eliminate distractions. Number 3, stay motivated. Number 4, limit social media. Number 5, figure out how you learn your best. Number 6, hold yourself accountable. Number 7, make the most of online class discussions. Number 8, always be ready for any activity. And last, set a major goal that you want to achieve.
This video was very helpful to my students in particular. I shared it with my students during form time, and I noticed that the students were more open and willing to share the things that they were experiencing. Students are participating a little better, whether they're interested in participating, they want to assist with completing tasks. So I realized that the students are a little more interested in school.
I feel very happy in myself that I could get to help someone in my classroom to cope with it better.
As a result of her form class's positive response to Thean's video, Ms. Blake decided to share it with the school's grade 7 coordinator.
I shared her video. I shared it with the grade coordinator so they can share it in the different grade 7 WhatsApp group. She was very excited about the video. She was like, "This is really good, Miss Blake. This is a great idea." So she shared it with the other students.
The fact that Thean was able to put together such a useful video that is now helping her entire grade came as no surprise to her form teacher and parents, who have always regarded her as a hardworking, responsible, and focused student.
Thean possesses one quality that I think is missing in most students: passion. She's passionate about school, passionate about learning. I can count on Thean if I'm not there to send me a message to say, "Miss, I'm in class and I'm not seeing you." And I'll be like, "Thean, I'm on my way, don't worry. Just a little delay with my internet," because sometimes that happens. Thean is an assistant form monitor for the class. She is very active. She completes her tasks effectively. One of her tasks is to post the names of the students in the WhatsApp group so that the parents can see the names of the students who are present for the day. And she's always on time. I can say so far her grades are in 80 and above. Excellent grades. So she's doing really well in school.
Her father and I are so proud of her, and the whole family feel proud of what she does. So I'm happy and I'm giving God thanks that she will continue to perform.
The aspiring lawyer and soldier has pledged to continue to excel in her studies so that she can further make herself, her parents, and teachers proud.
I want to continue doing well at Denby for my few years ahead, and I wish to help other students at Denby that are coming up in my generation now. And I can't achieve that without studying and my family and friends and the Lord with me.
For Thean, I wish her all the best, and I want to encourage her to continue to work hard and to do her best at all times. For my students, I want to encourage them to follow the tips carefully, continue to do their best, and it doesn't matter the situation, doesn't matter where they're placed, whether it's online or physical, they can do it.
This is where the magazine ends for today, but if you would like to see more content like this, then visit our YouTube channel. We also have all the latest news and updates on our social media pages and our website, jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.